boys and girls of the internet, how's everyone doing this morning? We are going to enjoy our Saturday off of work. And first thing, Saturday mornings, I get up and I take the trash off. So the truck is loaded down. We're gonna head to the trash dump. I don't know if you can see the roads are kind of powdery looking. They've got salt and brine they're putting down now. They're preparing us for a winter storm. I don't know to what extent that this one is going to be, but they're getting us prepared. So they've been remodeling that house for last 7-8 months now, I do believe. And it was a pretty good looking house to start with. It was just older. But they gutted that thing and are completely starting over, so it's been neat to watch it change. I got a few videos on here that haven't made it to the YouTube yet, so I don't think I've got a whole lot of camera memory. So I just figured you guys could take a little ride along with me in the big red Ram as we take the trash off. So, find a few things to talk about while we're driving. The Honda Accord video is at part 1. I think it's the only one up, and it's at 9.3 or 9.4 thousand views. And my deal with you guys is when it breaks 10,000 views, I'll post the part 2. So we're just waiting on we're waiting on 10,000 views to get part 2 up. So temperature today, I think we're sitting at, I think it was 36 when I left the house. I let the truck sit there and run for 10 minutes or so while I loaded everything up before I left. We're still not quite to temperature yet. Usually it runs up to about 190. We're at like the 170 mark. Heat's on though. Just cooking on low, keeping my toes warm. Somebody asked in another video what was up with the dash in this truck. Well, this second generation Ram, this is the outsides of the Dodge Ram from 94 to 01 did not change. They were the same, but in about 97-ish, they switched up the interiors for the last few years, and they got a more modern, more refined interior. But the dashes still fell apart like the early second generations did, like my white one. And this one's no different. It's got a carpet cover on what's left of the top of the dash. But this one, the front face bezel, was also completely busted out. So everything's just kind of exposed. It all works just fine, but... And I found them on Amazon. You can buy the replacement front piece. But those things are like $100 for a new one that's made out of a better style plastic, and I can't afford that. That's $100. This thing runs and drives just fine without it. Maybe one day when we're rich and famous, I can afford a front bezel for my truck. Now this guy right here has a second generation Ram that's been sitting there for a long time, and it's got a real nice brush guard laying on the ground in front of it. And I thought about stopping and asking him a few times if he'd sell that brush guard, but house looks kind of sketchy and I don't ever see anybody outside. Oh, those people are doing the tiny home thing. They've been working on that for a while. And there's a super old mobile home. I mean, that thing is vintage. This turn-in for the trash dump is ridiculous. If you come this way, it's too dang sharp. I never can swing it quite hard enough to make it. Where's the gate? Yeah, I think we just barely brushed it. Be all right. All right. So I'm gonna jump off here and throw our trash out. Look at all the TVs. Computers and printers and everything else they pile up over there. Oh, didn't make it. Well, we got our trash taken care of. Oh, there's a rock. One thing I haven't figured out is when it's cold in the mornings, the airbag light comes on. It comes and goes. It'll do it all morning until it warms up. Like right now, it's mad. It's just sitting there dinging and dinging and dinging. And like I said, it does that, and it'll go off, and it'll come back on, and it'll go off, and it'll come back on. I ain't quite figured out what the deal is. Haven't done any digging either. Look at that C10. That thing has been there for years as well. Lots of things here just sit. Now that is a long bed truck, so it's not near as desirable as some others. But it's a very solid looking truck. Oh, another second gen. And there's that little tiny house thing them people have been building. Now we've got to go home. I'm going to clean up in the house a little bit more. And then I got my equipment trailer I've got loaded down with pallets. And I'd like to get that thing unloaded somewhere. Pick up some stuff in the yard, move a couple cars around. And then hopefully if we can get out before it's getting too cold on us, there is what else am I trying to say? Oh, I'd like to get the trailer and run over to the farm and pick up the golf cart. I need the golf cart. My little, I can't even remember, it's a Robin or something like that. My little gas golf cart. I need to go pick it up. And then the Toro Workman, the 2110, my side-by-side, it needs to get loaded up. I'll probably do that tomorrow because I'm going to carry it to work with me so I can put it on the lift at the shop. It needs some motor work. It's not running. Yeah, the clouds are getting dark. I think they said it's not supposed to start until later this afternoon. But if the temperature keeps dropping, it might lay down on us earlier than that. Guess we'll just have to see. Nobody knows. need to make a video next time I go up to get me some of them pallets. I go up to a place over here in Tryon and get them pallets. And they're free 99 for the taking. And they're big, heavy-duty pallets. They're not like little flimsy ones. They're the ones made with like 4x4 posts. They're heavy-duty stuff. They haul feed on them. They come in for the horses. And they're big old pallets. Up there at the Equestrian Center. They built that a few years ago. And they're real proud of it. Even like the driving videos, if you'd rather see something else or what, I don't know, but you just drop your comments down below and we'll discuss on it a little bit and figure out where we stand. I could have brought the trailer with me, my little trailer with the drop gate on it, and we could have went and grabbed the golf cart after we left the trash dump. However, as you saw, it's kind of tight getting in and out of there, and I didn't think I'd have any place to get up in there with the trailer and get turned around, much less get out of there and make that turn. I mean, it's all completely doable. It's just Saturdays, they're busy, and I'm not trying to be that asshole rolling in there with a trailer. Shift, baby, shift. Saving my pennies. This girl, she shifts real lazy. 1 to 2, 2 to 3, things like that. She does it, but she just does it real lazy. See, watch. You see how it kind of kicks up there for a second? It's a lazy shift, but it's a shift. I'm just gonna take and have this one rebuilt. Pull it out and carry it over to the builder and let him go through it and beef it up, put a better torque converter in it and all that good jazz. And I'm gonna have him do something to stiffen it up since I tow so much with it, and that will help it a lot. Alright, let me run in here and get some gasoline, something cold to drink. And I'm gonna go finish my day. Alright guys, thanks for watching.